Hey guys, it's Alex from Versify, and I'm joined by Dan. Say hello.
Hi.
And you're listening to the first weekly Versify podcast. Today, we are going to be talking about what Versify is, the aim of the channel, our roles in the channel, future plans, the rest of the group, the aim of the podcast, and some drama that's been going on in YouTube recently. Dan, would you like to start with the aim of the channel?
So the aim of this channel is to entertain you guys, give you guys something where all of our channels are in one so you don't have to go all over the place to find something. Honestly, I think my aim on the channel would be just to diversify it and talk about what we like to do on it. That made
Notice
no
how you
sense,
just
but
said,
I'm just
notice how
gonna
you
roll
just
with
said
that.
diversify. Because
Versus.
it's got vers. Yeah. Okay. So our roles in the channel. I should probably do this one. So, me and Dan and I, however you want to say it, are called senior members. And no, we're not just trying to make ourselves look big. The reason we are senior members is because we were the ones that made the idea of the channel, created the channel itself with the original creators, and also made the channel art, which yes, we know is appalling. We're probably going to get some new ones soon. Um, and Jack, Locked, Nuke, Luke, and Widow are all members because they're part of the channel. They have the password to the channel, and yeah, they're involved in Versify.
Mm, yes. Yes, very good.
Okay, Dan, what are the future plans and ideas?
So, future plans and ideas for the channel. Obviously, we want to keep this weekly podcast going. It'll be a way of updating you guys on what's been happening with everyone on the channel, what will be happening in the coming weeks. So, always stay tuned to the podcast because you will definitely get a lot of information
Hmm.
out of it, and it's just a bit of fun to listen to.
Yeah.
But the future plans in general for the channel are doing collaborations, so everyone meeting up and doing collabs. Hopefully, visiting each other to record the podcasts in one location, and the way that our films are made. So, Alex, I think, will be doing vlogs for the channel.
Yep.
I will be doing obviously short films because that's my kind of genre. And
Mhm.
there's gaming videos that are planned for the channel. So it's just going to be like a giant kind of group channel like you would see on other platforms.
Kind of like inspired by Sidemen and that
Yeah,
with the whole podcast thing.
yeah,
God, next we're going to be doing a bloody football match together. Anyway,
yeah.
the rest.
Wouldn't be the worst idea.
well, yeah, I don't really like football, so yeah,
I
it
can't
probably would
play
be the
football.
worst idea. Why?
I just don't know how to.
Oh, neither do I really. I just stand there and pee and act like I know stuff. Anyway, the rest of the group. So, first off, we have Mr. Jack Hotep, aka Jack, aka Mr. Reiki, aka South Park character guy, whatever you want to call him. Um, he is obviously from our school because that's what most of the members here are from. And he just does gaming videos, mostly on CS:GO, TF2, uh, Starbound, probably. Just a lot
Gary's
of
mod.
Gary's mod, yeah.
Steam games, put it that way.
A lot, yeah. Steam games, mostly free ones. But yeah, then we have Locked Arts, who, as you can tell probably by the arts part of his name, he is a graphics slash motion designer who is currently in the process of making an intro for our channel, which is pretty cool. And I might ask him if he can get some channel art for our channel as well because
Mm.
he's great and he's made a couple of my intros in the past. Dan, you can do the last two.
Last two. Right, so the aim of the podcast, I'm guessing, is the next one?
Yeah,
Because I pay
we forgot to
attention.
do Luke.
Oh.
Oh,
Luke also does
Luke's
gaming.
our midget member. Okay. He will be making gaming
Gaming videos
videos,
with
kind of
Jack.
like Jack. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jack, mostly just with Jack. And Widow is probably just going to do Minecraft videos when he gets enough equipment.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Right, so the aim of this podcast is to inform you and keep you updated on what's going to be happening on the channel. So, um, hopefully, we will have all of the members over the coming weeks on the podcast. We're planning to get quite a lot of meetings done for these, and it's also a way of us talking to each other in the group, because this is
Mm.
usually the only contact we have with each other. But that's fine, because I mean, it's still socialising at some point, but it's a way for you guys to obviously be updated and have a bit of fun. I mean, it's something nice to listen to every now and again, and
Yeah.
it definitely helps you to, well, get an idea of what this group's really going to be about. So you're going to find new
Mm.
information about that
Mm.
weekly on the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also we kind of came up with the idea of going round someone's house all
Mm.
together with a mic each,
Yeah,
or
that could work
sharing. Yeah.
at some point.
Uh, our equipment is the point that I've just put down
Oh, I've just seen that.
because yeah, um, I don't really know any other people's equipment, so should we
It's
just
just going
talk?
to be everyone
Da-
on the show at this point in
mm,
time's equipment.
yeah, Dan, what's your equipment like?
Right, so at the moment, my current setup is kind of a mix of hobbies and obviously computing. So I'm running two Asus monitors, a PC that's reasonably decked out, Logitech gaming keyboard and mouse and extended mouse pad and stuff. But I am running a Blue Yeti microphone, which I've tuned specifically for everything. So hopefully this all sounds really amazing, and I think Alex.
You mean by tuned, you just turn down the gain and put it on
No,
cardioid
I've found
mode?
a custom EQer for USB microphones, so I can get the EQ tuned perfectly.
Okay, too complicated. I am running one Asus monitor, which is very stylishly mounted to my desk by its stand. Yeah, I don't mount them to the walls. Um, I've got a pretty big desk with some LEDs and a Mac next to me, and I've got a random like backlit keyboard. It says motor speed on the space bar, so I don't know what that means. I got it for Christmas one year, and some gaming mouse which says gaming mouse on it, and your average mouse, Matt. And then I've got the computer. My specs isn't my processor is an AMD A10 with just AMD Radeon graphics, and I am rocking the newer boom arm with a Yeti on the end, Blue Yeti, same as Dan. Although I've got one of those like foam black things on the end of it,
Mm,
and I don't tune it to my likings. I just turn down the gain and put it on cardioid, which I
yeah.
think sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
In terms of cameras, Dan, what do you use?
In terms of cameras, if I'm doing a live stream on the PC, I will use the Logitech webcam. It's the general one that most people use. But
What, the
if I'm doing
surround
short
sound?
films and that kind of thing, I'm using a second-hand Lumix FZ330, which is based off the GH4. It's just got a built-in lens, and it can do 4K, which is pretty good.
Built-in second-hand. Dan, what are you doing?
Second-hand's
Personally,
cheap.
yeah, okay, but Christmas exists. Um, I am using for my camera the Nikon D3400. It's a DSLR. It's got reasonably good autofocus. It hasn't got a mic slot, but I am using a Joby GorillaPod on the bottom of it, just the normal SLR one. And then my lens is normally to vlog is an 18 to 55 millimeter Nikon lens, and my zoom lens is a Sigma 70 to 300 millimeter lens with autofocus and macro. So, now we're on to opinion points, which is the thing we've just added.
A bit part of the show now.
We're going to be talking about a bit of drama that has been going on YouTube recently and our opinions on it. So if you don't like controversy, then
Click
you
off.
can then just get out.
Get out.
Come back next week. So Dan, Jake Paul, what do you think of this weirdo? Huh?
Well, I think Jake Paul is honestly someone who has come from TV and realised how like overhyped and over exaggerated TV is, and he's come and tried to bring it to YouTube with a great amount of hate, but also quite a big amount of support. I mean, his fans are quite loyal to him, but everyone who has been on the platform for years before him, I mean, some people have been on this platform since 2006 when it first started, they don't like that format. They don't like how that's going because that's not how
Mm.
YouTube has been in the past. If you think
Yeah.
back to 2013, YouTube was just like gaming videos, beauty vloggers, and
Yeah,
just like
YouTube,
Casey
like,
Neistat.
yeah, like people like this, Jake Paul and that, who like just want money and like annoy people. They're kind of just, they just take the U out of YouTube. It's just become a tube for money.
Tube.
Just fill the tube with money. But like there is something likable about Jake Paul. His vlogs are pretty good, but he's just kind of shows off. And as you've seen by the drama recently on YouTube, he's been annoying some of his neighbors. I heard a story where one of his neighbors actually got assaulted by one of Jake Paul's fans because they got a bit of water on their car from a neighbor's sprinkler. So they charged at one of the neighbors, and of course he got in trouble with the police because the police were there. And now, like the whole of Jake Paul's street has just been like, you're not allowed to park there, and if you do, you either get towed or you get a ticket. And it's just got a bit out of control. And also the fact that Jake actually put the Team 10 house as a location, like a place on Google Maps that actually had opening times and stuff. It's just become a bit. Uh,
Bit.
like
I
yeah,
wouldn't
like
do that.
most YouTubers wouldn't put their house on the internet, but I think Jake Paul just wants his fans to come and see him. And yeah, I guess his brother
Logan.
Logan Paul. Now a lot of people think that Logan Paul is kind of like Jake Paul, and he
He's
boasts a lot,
not. Logan Paul's actually
but he's not.
alright.
I actually I'm kind of a supporter of Logan Paul. I watch his videos. He's pretty good, and he, as much as he loves his brother, you can see in his videos that he's kind of pissed off, if you will, with his brother. He's kind of on the side of us, the side of the people that just want Jake to stop. And at the start of God, when was it? May, June, something like that. Jake released a song roasting Logan, and then Logan replied, and it got into a big fight, and there was the whole second verse thing, and it's just a bit much, to be fair. But Logan Paul's all right. He's
Mm.
he's all right. They both live
A,
in
a
Hollywood,
recent
and
bit of controversy that has just come up around the two brothers. Forgotten
mm,
what it's called now. Um, it's the Teen's Choice Award.
Teen Choice Awards. Yeah.
Yep, for
Oh my God, did you
best
see when?
YouTuber. They
Did you
both
see?
won in a category, and everyone thinks it's rigged because there was another guy who was planned to win. Like everyone wanted him to win, and then Logan Paul won it, and then Jake Paul won the best YouTuber award, which
Did you see when Jake performed Everyday Bro, and first he mucked his he messed his line up, and then he fell over when Tessa Brooks came on stage.
yeah, that was
That was
funny.
well cool.
But
Uh, Talking about the whole diss track
phenomenal.
genre, yeah. KSI, the Sidemen, Rice Gum. God, Jesus Christ, what's happened with that recently? So, if you
It's
don't
all
know,
just blown up.
if you yeah, I know. If you don't know, recently KSI, a very famous YouTuber, left YouTube for about 6 months, and then came back and left the Sidemen, and the Sidemen were like okay with that. Like they I don't think they really. Of course, they were
The
probably upset like
Sidemen
that he was
more cared
leaving.
about Deji kicking up a fuss.
Yeah, yeah, but like when KSI first left, the Sidemen were probably just like upset and all that. Um, but then KSI had to go and post a video leaking his new song, starting with "F the Sidemen." And then it all kicked off. Road to Shore released a diss track. Ethan D made a diss track. KSI replied. Road to Shore made one. Simon made one. Vic made one. It's all kicked off, and James Haynes is trying to bloody call me.
Great timing, James.
He is
Right.
spamming my phone. Let's just say mid podcast, mate, call you back. So Dan,
Vic.
whose side are you on? Are you on the Sidemen side? Are you on KSI side? What's your opinion on all this?
Well, honestly, the Sidemen, Mini Minter, and well, apart from Harry Roadshaw, the Sidemen are on KSI's side. The only problem with the Sidemen have is with Deji. because Deji just came out of nowhere. I mean, most of this,
Yeah.
by the seams of things, was all planned.
Most of
Like,
his song was just about dicks.
yeah, most of it was all just planned, and the whole controversy with Ethan was planned by the sounds of things and by how things have gone.
Yeah, you could tell like in KSI's videos, like I'm leaving the side, man. Mostly because of Ethan.
Yeah, so they have no problem with KSI, but Harry then kicked up a fuss about KSI because obviously Harry
God,
got
that diss track
popular.
was bloody good
Yeah,
though, wasn't it?
Harry obviously got popular over other things such as faking packs, faking giveaways, faking quite a lot to get popular on YouTube. And obviously that then caused a bit of controversy with KSI. So that's the only real fight between a member of a Sidemen and KSI, but everyone hates Deji. Just
Yeah,
put it simply. I
yeah,
I'm on the side of the Sidemen because Deji just seems a bit too hyperactive. I mean,
yeah. I'm on the Simon side.
yeah.
Um, who do you think had the best diss track?
Who
Like it's not about faking stuff
yeah.
or
Who
whatever,
had the
but
best
who do you
diss
think
track?
had the best diss track?
Honestly, I think Vicstar had the best diss track because I mean, the way he managed to do it to the beat was amazing. I mean,
Oh
listening to
yeah.
it was legendary.
Uh, I'm probably a mix between Mini Minters and Rota Shores
Mm.
because Rota Shores was brutal, but Mini Minters had like the best beat and it was quite fast.
It's a bit like Grime. I think he tried to take a bit out of like the BG media kind of thing.
I was just gonna say that.
I think that's what he aimed for at least.
England is my city.
Big up Nick Crompton, he's my dad.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I think that is the end of this week's podcast. Do you agree, Dan?
Yeah, yeah,
We were going to get Luke in because he just DM'd me and I said, "Do you want to join? I'll tell you when you can." And he hasn't replied. He's just gone on payday. So hopefully we'll have him next week. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this week's podcast, if you did, leave a like, subscribe, follow all of us,
yeah,
and tune in next week for more talk on YouTube and
yes,
stuff.
yeah.
Bye.
Thank you, and goodbye.